Real quick before you watch this video, if you're not getting notified when I upload videos, it's probably because you haven't clicked the bell symbol next to the subscribe button down there. Also, if you haven't received an email from me with discount codes and secret giveaways, it's also probably because you haven't clicked this link and signed up for my email list. You might want to do that now. Enjoy the video. Hudson H9, or as the little voice in my head likes to call it, the little RoboCop gun. The big RoboCop gun is the Maxim 9 from Silencer Co. This is the little RoboCop gun. This is the gun that RoboCop keeps on his nightstand. Not the nightstand, on this little toffee table. Yeah, that's what this is. No, but in all seriousness, I've wanted to get my hands on the Hudson H9 for a while now, just because it's a very different gun. And so I finally got my hands on one, and I don't want to do too much talking right now. I just want to shoot. So let's do that. This gun feels amazing in hand. Just an incredibly low bore access. I basically feel like it's just my hand in the slide. I think this gun looks phenomenal in a very weird, futuristic, kind of RoboCop's little gun way. And this thing is, it's interesting because you have the guide rods being down here, everything's contained here. And it changes the character of the way the gun shoots. It's interesting. I don't quite know how to describe it, but holy crap, this thing points easily. It just points so naturally. And I can't get over how low this bore access is. Good God. All right, let's see here. Yeah, man. This thing is a shooter. This thing is a shooter. The trigger is a little odd. I feel like the trigger's doing too much. It's a good trigger. It's just odd. There's a bunch of, it's like this and then this, and it kind of meshes together. It's like an accordion of sorts. And it just kind of really, God, I love the bore access of this thing. Like I'm on some randomness right now because there's so much going on with this gun that I'm trying to quantify in my mind, and everything keeps standing out, but I keep coming back to how low this bore access is. Like, I love it. All right, I got another magazine, but it's the wrong magazine, so you're gonna have to listen to me talk while I load the additional magazine. All right, so a couple of things. The gun is heavy. It's a quality weight, but it's heavy because it's not a polymer gun. So there's that. It's not unnecessarily heavy. I'm not gonna lie, probably won't carry it. I wouldn't carry it just because of the weight alone. It's the reason why I exclusively carry polymer guns, just because they're just lighter. There's no getting around it. That being said, man, I wish I could carry it. Like, I kind of almost wish they came out with this thing in a polymer version. Now, only if it felt the same way that it feels right now as I'm shooting it, because I gotta be honest, the thing shoots flat as shit, but it has a very odd recoil style. It's flat, but it's kind of like they took an anvil, put it on a string, and hung it at the front of the barrel. And every time you shoot, it's keeping the muzzle down, but you actively can tell it's keeping the muzzle down. So it's kind of bringing you too far into why it's doing what it's doing, when you kind of want the mystique. It's kind of like going to a nightclub, right? And I used to be a promoter, and I used to promote for nightclubs. And after a while, they just lost their mystique. So now when I go there, I don't really have the same turn up, right? Because I know everything that's going on behind the scenes. So there's no mystique there. So it's kind of the same thing with this. You feel the front weight of this gun keeping the barrel down. And it's doing a great job of doing it. The problem is, I don't want to know it's doing it. That's just me. Some people's opinions may differ. Sometimes I don't want to know what's making the car not allow me to kill myself when I'm going around a turn way too fast. I know this thing's going on and it's doing it. I just don't want to know about it. It's kind of like I don't want to see what's going on in the engine bay compartment of an airplane while I'm in the sky, because I'm just going to look at everything and think it's just going to fail anyway. But it's doing what it's supposed to do. I don't want to see it. And that's kind of what I'm getting from this gun, even though it's doing a damn good job of it. Like, I really like how flat this gun shoots. And it sits in your hand so well. It's just everything, it's just boom, and it's just points. Now, the problem is, because I ride very high naturally, I'm literally sitting on the slide, which is probably not the smartest thing in the world, but it's not stopping the gun from cycling either. But man, at this point, I'm not even really aiming. I'm just trying to feel how this gun is shooting. All right, now, man. Again, the trigger is different. There's just a lot going on. Like, you have first that, which is, I guess, supposed to be the safety, which does a terrible job at being a trigger safety. And then you have the actual take-up, which squeeze, 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 squeeze. So, I figured out why this trigger is weird. That's your take-up. That's it, right there. That's the take-up. There is no more. After that, it just goes off. It breaks. Literally. Take up, break. Take up, break. Like, wow. H9. Sheesh. To be honest with you, I don't even want to talk about this anymore. And here's why. There are times where I get a gun in my hand and there's really nothing to talk about. There's really nothing to talk about Glocks. Because it's either been done to death or there's just nothing to talk about the gun. This is different. And it's different because there's so much to talk about that I could literally stand here right now in front of this camera and just riff on it and be here for an hour. But I'm not gonna do that because I'm gonna make the sexiest fucking video for this thing. Because from what I've shot, unless I continue to shoot it, and I will, and it starts to get on my nerves, I really, really like what this is doing, and I like what it's putting out. So, the Hudson H9, the video is short on purpose simply because I want to save all of the content for the full review. It's unfortunate. I know you guys want me to speak on it now, but sometimes that's what happens. I'll let you boy. What's going on, folks? This is Colion Noir. If you like what you saw in this video, be sure to hit the subscribe button that should be located on the bottom left portion of the screen. I mean, come on, who are you fooling? I know you want to.